Okay.
So the first time I ever met you actually was that stream that I did with Capri. If you guys remember, put in the chat. It was like one of the first or like third streams I ever did, and someone like was subscribed and they paid to make a mean comment, and I started crying.
Hey guys, we've been shopping all day. We want a snack, so we're gonna go grab some ice cream. This looks so good.
When Piper Rockelle started hanging out with Princess Amelia, people were confused. Like, at first, it didn't even make sense because when you really look at it, they're totally different vibes. Piper's been in this game for years, surrounded by drama, controversy, and constant headlines. Amelia, she's still got that sweet teen creator energy. Or at least she used to. Now, don't get me wrong, there is no problem with creators collabing. We've seen them film together a few times, post TikToks, do little challenges, all normal stuff. But with Piper, she never just collabs. She comes with a whole lot of baggage. And I'm not even exaggerating. Like, if you've been keeping up with my videos, you already know Piper's history is messy. I've covered it before, the lawsuits, the mom drama, the weird posts, all of it. So when people started seeing her around Amelia, the first question was simple. What is the real influence here? Because suddenly, Amelia's content doesn't look the same. Her outfits, her tone, even how she moves on camera, there is a shift happening. And considering Piper just turned 18 and is now teasing Bop House collabs and hinting at something way more adult-coded, the internet is starting to wonder if that same energy is rubbing off on Amelia too. Now, I'm not saying anything is confirmed, but y'all, when the timing lines up this perfectly, it is hard not to side-eye it. So after Piper and Amelia started posting together, people immediately clocked something was off. Back in 2022, Amelia's content used to be super lighthearted, fun dances, you know, the type of stuff that screamed teen YouTube innocence. But lately, the whole vibe feels more curated, more grown. And y'all, fans noticed fast. Before this friendship, Amelia's outfits were simple, jeans, oversized hoodies, normal cute girl stuff, but scroll through her TikTok now and tell me I'm lying. The crop tops got shorter, the skirts got tighter, and those poses Piper is known for, yeah, they're starting to show up a little too often on Amelia's page too. Now, I am not saying Piper told her what to wear, but it's looking more like influence by association. Because when you're hanging around someone like Piper, who has built her entire brand off of being the grown teen star, it's hard to not start mirroring that, especially when you see that kind of content blowing up online every single day. But the thing with Piper is her influence sticks. She's been the face of that grown teen aesthetic for years. 17 million TikTok followers, brand deals, daily engagement. She's proof that the algorithm rewards you for looking older, acting older, and keeping people talking. And if you look at their collabs together, you can actually see the difference. Amelia used to come across as playful, goofy, even awkward sometimes, but now she's serving poses, angles, and soft smiles like she's auditioning for a modeling campaign. It's a whole different energy if you ask me. And maybe that's just part of growing up, but the timing, it's way too aligned to be coincidence. And again, it's not about shaming her. She is 17, she's figuring herself out. But when you're being watched by millions, that figuring out phase hits way different. Because online, every new look gets compared to the person you hang out with the most. And right now, Piper is the blueprint, for better or worse. Now, the real question is, if Piper is already walking the line between teen creator and grown-up brand, is Amelia being influenced to start doing the same? Now, here is where things really start to separate Piper and Amelia, their parents. Because if you've been here long enough, you already know Piper's mom, Tiffany, is infamous. She's the one who basically turned her daughter's name into a brand, and not always in the best way. We're talking full-on photo shoots and even clickbait titles, all while Piper was still a kid. And even after all the lawsuits and the backlash, Tiffany kept pushing. And look, it worked. Piper is massive now, but at what cost? Now, with Amelia, things look different on the surface, but if you dig a little bit deeper, that is not that far off. She is still under her mom and brother's supervision, and that brother, Thomas Wu, is in everything. He's in the videos, behind the camera, in the editing room, probably even reading the contracts. And the thing is, Amelia is only a minor, so it's not even possible for her to control the business side by herself. She can't legally manage ad money or link a bank account for YouTube payouts, meaning an adult has to handle it. The question is, which adult? It's probably Thomas, since he's older and always posting and obsessed with clicks, but it could also be a parent signing off on brand deals and sponsorships, especially that calorie tracking app that people dragged her for.
450 calories. This is so perfect.
Either way, it's definitely not Amelia holding the purse strings. And that's the part that is really hard to watch because her image is being shaped by the people around her. She's made to look bratty, obsessed, even inappropriate, all because that is what performs well for views. If Thomas is really the one running the show, that means he's not just filming, he is literally monetizing his sister's reputation.
Is that just something your brother Thomas likes to call you?
I am spoiled though, so. And I am his sister, so.
Okay, so admission is the best way to grow. You know, you're admitting you're spoiled.
And honestly, let's tell your followers why did they call you the spoiled sister?
Oh, that was just Thomas. He made that up.
What?
Thomas
is guilty as charged.
Thomas.
Okay, I get it.
So while Piper's mom was accused of overexposing her daughter, Amelia's brother seems to be doing the same thing in a different way, dressing it up as family content, but really turning his sister into the face of his own brand. And the sad truth, Amelia probably doesn't even realize how much control she doesn't have. Every thumbnail, every outfit, every fake fight they film, all of it is being used to build his career too. See, this is where it gets uncomfortable because what we're watching right now isn't just a friendship or a few collabs, it's a chain reaction. Piper has always surrounded herself with people who mirror her, and one of the most obvious examples is Sophie Rain. You guys already know who that is, one of the founding members of the Bop House and a full-on OF creator. Piper has been openly obsessed with Sophie for a while now, even doing content with her multiple times. And yeah, that's her choice. She's 18 now, she can do whatever she wants, but the thing is, Amelia is still 17. So when Piper brings her into that circle, what kind of role model does that set up? Because let's be real, when your favorite creator starts hanging out with adult influencers, your perception shifts. It normalizes it, and it makes you feel like that is the natural next step when you turn 18. And honestly, that's exactly what fans are scared of right now. There's even a stream clip floating around where Piper and Princess Amelia called Lil Tay. Yeah, that Lil Tay, the same one who went viral for flaunting cars and stacks of cash as a kid, and then disappeared for years before suddenly reappearing at 18, dropping her OF link after turning 18.
Little Tay's calling.
Yo!
Yo, what's up?
Hey!
Hi.
Right?
Yo, yeah.
Ooh, so pretty!
Thank you. Let me see you.
Nah, look, I'm not in my element right now.
I
I'm
bet.
literally about to go to bed.
One person even claimed that Lil Tay is Princess Amelia's idol. Now, whether that is true or not, it definitely made people nervous because we've seen how this story plays out. The child star turns 18 and instantly rebrands as a grown. Pipeline has been going on for years. And listen, I'm not saying that Amelia is going down that same route. That would be a stretch. But ignoring the possibility, that's naive. The role model effect is real. The internet trains these girls to believe that grown equals successful. And the second they hit legal age, there is a rush to cash in on it. And Piper isn't doing this alone. Princess Amelia still films with Nevada, who is 21, and that age gap alone says a lot. Nevada's content has been called risky more than once. The outfits, the captions, it's all crafted to push the limit because that's what gets attention.
Say sorry, honey, but you never really show me.
Before that, Yeah, Amelia used to collaborate with Sophie Manasayan, and honestly, Sophie was the safe option. Her videos were softer, more relatable, and actually felt age appropriate. Probably because her mom's the one running things, not for clout, but to keep her grounded.
Okay, let's take a look at the results. This is peak right there. That's amazing. What I just did. That's amazing. Save that to jobs that's being posted. That's amazing.
You can tell the difference between a parent who's protecting their kid and a parent or sibling who's cashing a paycheck. And when you compare all three, Piper, Nevada, and Amelia, it's not hard to see where this is headed. The more views they pull, the less anyone cares about boundaries. It is not about what is right anymore. It's about what trends. So if the adults around Amelia keep seeing the numbers rise every time she edges closer to that grown image, what happens when she finally turns 18? Does she become the next Piper Rockelle, or does she break the cycle before it swallows her whole? Because right now, the line between inspiration and imitation is getting thinner by the day. I'll catch y'all in the next video, and make sure you share what stories or creators you'd love for me to cover next, because trust me, this one is just the beginning.